Frank, yes.
Hey, Maggie, just a quick question. You touched on this at the last minute about medicines. I've been wanting to ask you about this whole thing about disease. I know it's in the dream, but some people do get healed of different diseases through prayer or whatever. What's your take on that? I once asked, not Francis, but Rupert about this, and I used to study Christian Science. Okay, they believe in healing through prayer. He doesn't believe in it at all. He told me that's silly, not to even. I'm sorry, it was Francis. It doesn't matter, but it was Francis. And he said, no, I don't believe in that. I was once at a meeting with the Christian scientist. Somebody got sick and this Christian scientist couldn't do a thing. And it's all a bunch of, he basically just boo-fooed it and like just negated it. Where did you take on that whole healing?
The body doesn't exist apart from the mind, you know. So we speak about the body mind, world body mind. World body mind is one. They're not separate, right? So the world can affect you when it gets very, very hot. It affects your body. You start sweating. It affects your mind, you know, in whatever way. So it's the world body mind is one entity. So in the world there are various things that can help the body and can help the mind. So there are medicines. I am not anti-medicines. I'm not anti-healing. So I'm open for these things. I have found in my experience that being open, being somehow connected to the totality, being connected to the universe, is a healing aspect to that. To be open, to be trustful, to be somehow connected to the totality. There is a healing aspect to that. I am also open to the possibility of some people being healers. Why not? Because nothing is impossible when it comes to consciousness. There is no rule. God has no rules that apply to it. Why close any door? Why say no, categorically no? Everything is possible when it comes to God. So my view about healing is to be open for healing, to be available for healing, to be open for healing. So to say yes to healing, you know, healing the body, healing the mind, healing the world, to say yes to healing. And this yes is sufficient, because this yes is a message, it's an impersonal message coming from your heart, coming from your love to the universe, which is you. So you are basically affecting your dream. You are the dreamer of the dream, and you're telling the dream yes to happiness, yes to healing, yes to freedom. And the dream, the dreamer and the dream and all of that is one. It's one. It's not like, you know, you're talking to somebody else, or maybe the message is not going to be delivered. The message is immediately delivered. Why? Because message is pure message. It's not going through the me stories or beliefs. It's not going through beliefs. It's just, I'm open to infinite possibilities. Why not? God is a magician. The universe is a magician. The universe, I don't mean a physical universe. I mean reality is a magician. It veils itself from itself and unveils itself from itself. That's magical.
I still have this belief that people can be healed. And I've read and I've seen stories about people, like for instance, there was a woman who had dementia of the worst kind there is. She didn't even recognize her own sons and her daughters, and she made a complete turnaround. But yet it's believed that somebody who was at that point of dementia could never return back to what they used to be. So I like what you said about the possibilities, like anything's possible in consciousness. So is it pretty much that it's what we believe, because we are the one consciousness? And if there's a belief there that's being believed, that will play itself out. The consciousness is so powerful that it will create whatever belief is there. Is that a good way to put it or not?
There is an impersonal desire and a personal desire. This is a belief. I'm not talking about beliefs. I'm talking about communicating to the universe, telling consciousness, which you are consciousness, telling consciousness, yes to healing, yes to healing. But not, oh, please heal me or heal my sister or heal me. No, it's not like focusing and insisting on a destination. It's not focusing and insisting on a result. It's not like this is what I want to happen. No, it is more sort of, it'd be very lovely. It made me really happy to to see my mother feeling better. But there is the understanding that happiness does not depend on anything. Your happiness or the happiness of your mother doesn't depend on anything. If it could be that my mother would be healthy and miserable, right? I mean, she was, let's say she was unhealthy and then she became healthy and now she became happy for a little while, then she became miserable because, I don't know, something. You know how it is.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
so the understanding that the happiness that depends on something is not true happiness.
Mm.
There's another understanding. The other understanding, which is very important, is that reality does not die, right? So, what is this misery? What is this misery about my body being unhealthy? I understand that my body being unhealthy means there is some physical pain, or I cannot move around too much. I cannot go out. I understand that. But I'm talking about misery. There is a difference between the body being inconvenienced and there are hardships for the body mind and misery. Misery refers to resisting what is and wanting something else to be. Well, good luck with that. Good luck with that, because already you're miserable. I mean, you wanting something to be other than what it is. Okay, and what for? Why do you want something else to something to be different? Why do you want the situation to be different than what it is? Because you feel it's better. It's better for whom? It's better for me. What is this me? It's your illusion, your belief in me. Now, I agree with you that it's better for the body to be healthy. But you know what? All bodies, sooner or later, are going to croak. They're meant to. They're meant. They're on a timeline. So we have the understanding. Oh, okay. Well, the body's on a timeline. So therefore, there is no suffering when it comes to that. I'm not saying there would be no pain. Maybe there would be some sort of pain, maybe some sadness, but no suffering. Right? So all these understandings, you can't just take one thing like, oh, healing, and just take it apart from everything else and just say, just focus on understanding. Because when you try to understand one thing, you will find that it's connected to many other things. And it's really beautiful about understanding, because you start with one question and then you end up with, oh my goodness, where did we go? Because everything is interconnected, you see. So yes, I am open to healing, and I think it's really, there are healers. There are a lot of people who have been healed in amazing ways, and it's really wonderful. But it has nothing to do with happiness. It has to do with healing, which is really wonderful, but nothing to do with happiness.
Thank you, Magdi. You brought me right back to reality. Thank you. Thank you, Magdi.